So BoboVR makes some of the best Halo style head straps you can buy for the Quest 2, the Quest 3 and now the Quest 3S, such as the S3 Pro that I've got here. They've now also released though an Elite style head strap because this is their E3 Pro. This not only is an Elite style head strap, but it also includes their B100 battery for even longer game time. Plus it's Bobo's first official made for meta product. And it fixes one of the big issues that me and lots of other people had with the Quest 3S as well. Let's get into it. Before we go any further, I should point out BoboVR did send me this to review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so everything you hear is honest and my own. So if you're wondering what made for meta means, it is essentially just Meta's third-party accessory program, which adds some quality control on top of third-party accessories. Now that doesn't mean there aren't lots of products out there that don't have that stamp that aren't any good, but it does give you a little bit more security that you know you're buying a good product. So let's go and get this undone, and we're gonna go and put it on a head strap. Who needs a booklet? Who needs an instruction booklet for a head strap? Oh, that comes undone. We'll get to what that is later. And here we've got the B100 battery. Charging cable. Charging cable is pretty short, so you might want to buy yourself a new charging cable at some point. Another instruction manual for a battery. And that's it. Right, taking it off is dead easy. If you've never replaced a head strap before, you just flip those sides off. Top comes undone. Take your facial interface off. Now, this head strap will work with both the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S. I just happen to be putting it on this one. I'm going to put the S3 and the Quest 3 down there. So if putting these on, you just put it on the back side of it first, and then it just clips on. Same for the other side. Back side first, clip down. Done. Top strap through the top here, and then clip your facial interface on. One thing I definitely would recommend though, if you do get a third-party head strap, is look at third-party or replacing the facial interface. Because upgrading one without the other, you just really don't get the benefit of it. And then plugging this in, you just plug it in so it sits like that. So on the top here, you've got this nice soft padded top strap. It's actually pretty wide as well, and that's going to help distribute the weight across the top of your head. If you move on to the back pad itself, this is a really soft PU leather. It really is soft. And that extra thick pad across the top is going to help again distribute that weight across the top of your head. It's also nice and pliable as well, so it's going to mold to your head as well. If you do find the head strap moving around on the back of your head quite a bit, then you can replace the bottom half of the back pad with this silicone back pad instead. So that just replaces the bottom half. I would have preferred it if they'd provided both parts so you can completely replace it, but I guess something is better than nothing. On the back here, you've also got this lay flat design, so it's a really flat contour because the dial is actually integrated inside the back of the head strap. So with that flat design, it actually makes it a lot nicer to be wearing this if you're sitting in the back of a chair or if you're lying back. And then when it goes out, once it's in position, like it doesn't move, it actually stays in place, and that's really good. And that ratchet sounds solid. As with Bobo head straps, they've always been really strong, so that's not really a concern that I have with this at all. Because this is an Elite style head strap, it is actually pretty light too, because compared to their S3 Pro, which is the Halo style head strap, well, this is around 100 grams lighter, and that's with the battery. So this weighs 445 grams. So if weight is an issue for you, that's definitely the better option. Now, looking quickly at this B100 battery here. Now, this has a 10,000 milliamp hours of power, which is going to give you roughly 1.5 times more power than just having the headset on its own if you use it with the Quest 3S. If you use it with the Quest 3, it's only 1.35 times more power because the Quest 3 is slightly more power hungry. And whilst you can change this battery using a USB-C cable plugged into the port that's here, it is also compatible with BoboVR's D3 and BD3 charging stations. And that gives you fast charging on these, where it's going to charge up to 80% in under an hour. You do have to buy those separately though, but if you've got a couple of these batteries, they are the fastest way to get them charged. I've already reviewed both of those on this channel before, so I'll put some links to them in the description down below for you. The battery for this just goes onto the back, and you'll hear it beep, which means it's going to start providing power to the headset. except it doesn't automatically because there is a power button on here on the top. So now that it's on, it's currently on 32%, not sure if you can see that, and now it's providing power to the headset. You can turn it off as well, so if you press the button on the top, if you press it slightly it doesn't turn off, you've really got to hold it down until it turns off. That's really good, so it means you're not going to accidentally turn it off without realizing. That's really useful if you don't want the headset to pull power out of the battery when you're not using it. It is a criticism I've actually said about several other headsets that don't have some kind of power button, and you just end up with the headset just goes and drains all the power out of the battery, and then when you go and play it, well, you can't because there's no power left. So I do like the little on-off button. It's the small things that matter. Now, if I turn it back on again, so 32%, you can see exactly how it's charged. You can also see how charged the battery is if you want to without that. So if you've got the battery like this, if you just press the battery on the side, you get the button on the side, there's a number of LEDs that pop up, and then that tells you how charged the battery is. There's 4 LEDs, so if it's 2, then it's somewhere between 25 and 50%. If it's 3, it's somewhere between 50 and 75, to give you an idea. And then when you put it on the headset, you can see exactly how charged it is, because it says 32. I really like that. So I did mention at the start that this head strap fixes the Quest 3S, or rather it fixes at least one issue that was with it. That is because the Quest 3S, when it was released, did not have a audio jack, so you couldn't plug a pair of headphones into it. But this head strap has an aux in port. So if I grab a pair of headphones that I just happen to have lying around, and I can just plug them straight into this 3.5mm audio jack port here, now I can hear my headset out of these headphones out of a Quest 3S. So if you've got a Quest 3S and this was one of the issues that you had with it, well, problem now solved. So do I think you should buy the BoboVR E3 Pro head strap? Well, I do think there's a lot going for it. I mean, before now, a lot of people were just buying the S3 Pro as a Halo style head strap, but not everybody likes Halo style head straps, but they'd quite like the battery power and the convenience of hot swappable batteries because it magnetically attaches, but they just want an elite style head strap. Well, now you can get that with the E3 Pro. It's also slightly lighter than the S3 Pro. It's actually also slightly cheaper too. So this only costs you $80, which, considering you're getting a head strap and you're also getting the battery as well, I think is actually a pretty good buy. So I will put links to this in the description down below so that you can go check it out for yourself. If you do want to check out some other options though, then be sure to check out the link up here. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.